rain when I pass in the street. Bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Wait a minute, work hard for the car, so that's why it's all tinted. Wait a minute, had a real late night, woke up with my head spinning out.
Hello, beautiful people. I just recorded like a whole 5-minute intro and the receiver wasn't on, so that's cute. So here's the plan for today. Also, if you're new here, welcome to Tism Pump YouTube, y'all, where we talk about my experiences with autism, mental health, addiction recovery, and becoming a baby bodybuilder.
I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself.
Today, what's on the agenda is I was gonna do a day in the life vlog moment, and I asked you guys only yesterday what you wanted. I realized that I wanted to start a podcast a couple years ago, and then I realized a few months ago that I was gonna do it, but my circumstances have changed. I was busy, now I'm less busy because of an employment scenario. So I will be probably recording my first podcast episode tomorrow. So we're gonna make this a little bit more short and sweet. It's probably going to be longer than last week's because last week was the shortest. It was like 17 minutes. But it's not going to be a feature-length film either. No 49-minute fucking vlogs today, bitch. We are, however, going to go procure a pumpkin spice latte and then venture into the forest. Hopefully, Gatineau is still open. If you're not from Ottawa, Gatineau is a it's like a, what is it? I don't know. It's a big area, lots of trees. There are millions of trails. I'm going to show you guys. You can technically see it from my house. So if you look right there, that's where Gatineau is. It closes in the winter. And it is November. So I'm hoping it's not going to be closed. This is the fit. Ew. It's a dark sport moment. Obviously, the leggings, however, are Lululemon. I feel like my legs are finally starting to take shape a little bit. Like there's a hammy moment and a quad moment maybe. Could be wrong. It's possible. We're gonna head out. I only have 2 batteries because I'm so prepared. Slay. Anyway, we're gonna head out. It is 7:41 a.m. 7:42. I lied. How do I zoom out? There we go. I'll see y'all in a bit. Hello, y'all. We are in the Starbucks drive-thru. Cunt. We're in the Starbucks drive-thru. Let's do some cinematic shit right now. Fuck me. One sec, I'm putting you down. Slay. A Starbucks moment. I'm excited. I'm fucking hungry. But I'm not gonna be getting food here because it's expensive. I'm getting a drink here and then that's it. I'm doing it because I'm depressed, but otherwise we're not going to be eating out for a long time. Anyway, we're here, we're queer, and we're getting Starbucks, a PSL. Obviously, it's quite cold, as you can see. Maybe, can you see temperature from that? No, not really. But it's cold. I don't use my phone while driving, but we're in a drive-thru, and this is a camera, so we're going to just do this, and then that's it. Not the ticking. Fuck. I'm all nervous. Oh, it's like, where's my mic? It's literally here, bitch. Another day, not eating my microphone. So proud. And that's on progress. I had to get new ones because I ate them. It's giving gates of heaven. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to get it caffeinated too. I'm living life because I'm going to go train and then I'll have...
Sorry about the wait.
Yeah, that's good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What can I get started for you?
Can I get a venti hot pumpkin spice latte?
Absolutely. Anything else for you today?
That's it. Thank you.
All right. Do you want to keep the whipped cream on top?
No whipped cream. Thank you.
Whipped cream.
No, we can't do whipped, baby girl, because we are, despite the bulk, we're not bulking that hard, girly pop. Come on now. Hi. Hi.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you? Oh my god, I like your hair.
Thank you.
It's got like a teal moment.
It is. It's a little faded. It was a lot more teal. But yeah, I really like the color.
I find that happens. I used to color my hair a lot and it's that
never stays.
No, it doesn't. It's so depressing. Awesome. Amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, you too. Bye. They were so cool. Oh my god, yes. I think I'm gonna shit myself because I just had Starbucks. Standard reaction. I would also like to discuss how I know that I'm a fucking dumb bitch. I literally went and got gas, and then I forgot to, like, I went in, I paid for $60 of gas, and then I drove away without pumping my gas, so that's cute. We have arrived. Oh my god, I'm having horrible stomach cramps. I don't know what they put in Starbucks, but honestly, it makes me almost shit myself every fucking time I have it. And it has an oat milk base, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to drinking coffee. I don't know, make it make sense. I'm gonna drink this, and then I'm gonna go inside because I gotta piss like a fucking racehorse. And I can't be holding this and you when I'm walking, so I gotta finish this. And then we'll go. Chugged. I think the most that I ever chugged when I was drinking alcohol, like at once, you know those like 2-liter bottles of pop? I drank like a 2 liters of Growers, which is like wine, but it's carbonated. And I drank it in, I think like, I don't know, under 10 seconds through a beer bong. It's obviously open because there's a bunch of people here. A family moment. How cute. Can't relate. My whole car smells like farts. I'm hoping there's like a little museum moment here. I'm hoping it's open so I can urinate. To be determined, I guess. Girly pop museum moment. We'll see if it's even open. Hopefully it's open because I have to fucking pee. Of course. Oh. 30th of October. 30th of October. Okay, Sly. I can't urinate. Maybe there's an outhouse. I don't know. I hate the outhouses here, though. They're disgusting. There's one on the trail that I go to, and it's like pretty lit and not so gross. If we stop, we can stop to pee, and then if we don't, then we don't. Here is the fucking fuck. The map. Geography's not my strong suit. I'm gonna be so for real. We're somewhere. We're there. Big fucking sleigh. Oh, I see an outhouse. Oh, did I lock my car? The thing about the outhouses is that I'm pretty sure, I love like showing this side, it's giving road girly. The thing about the outhouses is that I don't think that they're actually open in winter, and it's technically winter, and I really don't want to pee outside because I feel like my fucking vagina is gonna freeze to death, and I just don't want that for her. She's been through so much. She's already so traumatized. I'm gonna pray that this fucking outhouse is open, and if it's not, then I'm just gonna have to hold in my urine and we'll just do some shit. Let's see. Fingers crossed. I have to tighten these leggings. They have a drawstring, thankfully. Let's do a fit check and then we'll fucking head out. I'm gonna put you on this little bench. Okay, Slay, we're out here and we're talking about ADHD. And that's the vibe of the day. Hat is Lululemon, leggings are Lululemon. Jacket is dark sport, obviously. Sweater is dark sport. And we're out here. I don't know who the fuck I think I am, but I think it's kind of funny. All right, baby girl. You have been clipped and hopefully you are a secure woman. We're gonna get a cute little shot of this bridge moment. Well, if you fucking watch these goddamn videos, you can already tell I have ADHD if you know anything about it, because it's giving inattentive. But when I was young, like in grade 1, I remember for some reason, this is something that did stick with me, that my teacher had said to me. She was like, "Do you have ADHD?" And I was like, "Bitch, the fuck are you talking about?" I didn't know what she meant. difficulty concentrating. So, okay. So I got diagnosed with ADHD at age 19. Here's a sign. Anyway, this is it. This is the trail. We're out here. I'm pretending to be, oh my God, I almost died. I'm pretending to be happy. I'm actually not super unhappy this morning, which is a slay as fuck. But anyway, what was I saying? There it is. The difficulty concentrating. One thing about ADHD, in my experience anyway, is that it's like either the inability to focus or the ability to hyper-focus on tasks. There are moments where I'm able to just like zone in to whatever I'm doing so fucking hardcore that nothing can pull me out. There are times when it's just impossible. Like I'm doing a million things, like, but it can be helpful in certain capacities because you're trying to do something like, I'm not gonna say what I wanna say, but let's just say watching a movie, watching something, and there are times when I'm watching things, and while I'm trying to do the thing that I'm trying to do, I'm also making to-do lists and checking TikTok and like checking the weather, making plans. Like I'm doing like a million fucking things at once, and I can't concentrate on the one thing that I'm supposed to be doing, which is probably why I can't come, because my mind is elsewhere. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if you do watch these videos, one thing that you'll probably notice is that I jump from fucking topic to topic all the time, which probably, if you're not neurodivergent, is super freaking frustrating. Okay, so one thing I did want to touch on, which is like, you can't blame it on this, but impulsivity. And for me personally, that comes in a few forms. So like the biggest things that affect me when it comes to like impulsivity with ADHD are spending issues, which I've gotten a lot more under control over the past year, I would say. Sorry if I'm talking weird. I whitened my teeth last night. So it's upsetting me. Spending, but also it can be like detrimental, not just to my bank account, but to my body. Like when I first started serving and I was making money, I'm so gassed, and getting a bunch of tips and shit, I would go to the tattoo parlor every 2 weeks and decide what I wanted when I got there. And that's how I have dumb shit like Send It tattooed on my fucking hand. But it do be like that, and like piercings and stuff, like hair dyeing, like my hair has been every fucking color under the sun. Anything to get little like boosts of dopamine, and spending can do that. Hyperactivity or restlessness, and in a way that comes out in me is lots of like, I mean, this also is a crossover with autism, but it's like lots of stimming and things trying to like regulate. I mean, within like, did I just say that? Within ADHD and autism, there are lots of crossovers. So for me, that looks like a lot of stimming. A lot of things I do now are like finger tapping when I'm trying to like regulate my nervous system or like expel energy, I guess. Oh my God, this is so awkward. There are people and I'm just vlogging. I feel weird and I'm whispering. Morning. Frightening. I don't know what I was talking about. That's another thing too, bitch. Like, if only I had a remember all like in Harry Potter, but you know how Neville's like, the problem is I can't remember what I've forgotten, literally. I am so fucking forgetful when it comes to certain things like dates and shit. Maybe that's the autism in me. Now I remember what I was talking about and then I lost it. Fuck. All I know is with ADHD, I can be super forgetful. We were talking about stimming, fuck. When I was a kid, I think that stimming for me looked like lots of leg tapping in school. Another thing about ADHD is like just interrupting other people. And like, no, it's not an excuse, but that's one thing that I got on all of my report cards. Like when I was really young and like in school before I became a drug addict, I did like extra credit, everything. French, like book reports, English book reports, like, and I got A++s on everything. When I only got like an A+ or an A, it was always like, what could you have done differently? You fucked up. Why didn't you get an A++? I always did really well in school, but on every single report card, it was always like, interrupts others, is loud, is obnoxious. So one thing that I did to regulate, and it is like a crossover between ADHD and autism, is like one thing that I did, which was like stimming, which I think was like to regulate my behavior, is, well, first of all, I can make myself burp. But when I was a kid, before I'd fall asleep, I would make myself burp like 200, 300 times. It's so weird because like she'll notice sometimes that I do it. Like she'll hear me croaking like a fucking frog. And I'm literally just trying to like regulate, and I'm stimming by burping. It's fucking disgusting of me, but it do be like that. Organization problems. This is really interesting. So like one thing that I've noticed that everybody talks about when they talk about ADHD is like, we want to be so organized. Like the number of fucking planners that I've bought and I've never used them. Like I've used them for maybe like a few days or like a week or something. Another thing that I don't know, there is like a crossover again between ADHD and autism with this, is like you're so hyper focused on everything. I find what is challenging for me personally is like listening to people and taking it in. So with ADHD and autism, there's a lot of masking that occurs, and you can tell that I'm actually like actively listening to what you're saying if when I'm talking, I'm like looking all over the place or not looking directly at you. So like one of the things with autism is like, for some people, it's hard for them to like make eye contact. For me, I didn't know I was autistic, and I've been like masking my whole fucking life. So I have the ability to make eye contact. Do I want to? Not necessarily. But the thing is like, another crossover is sensory overload issues, which is such a big fucking, like I'm exhausted just even thinking about it and like conceptualizing it. Like when you are just trying to do anything, like tasks, like, or for example, sit in like a restaurant with your friends and you're just trying to have a regular fucking conversation with them, and they're talking, but you can hear glasses clinking, people shuffling, other conversations happening, doors opening, pans sizzling, and you can just hear everything at once, and you're trying to focus on them. It's fucking impossible. There's like a bunch of people running.
Yo, over the elevator shaft. That might have been the fifth.
Champions. One thing, okay, that is interesting is like, it's so funny because it's one or the other, and I think time blindness is one thing. People with ADHD, first of all, are often very late. I'm not one of those people. I'm like rarely, if ever, late. I usually arrive really, really early. Being punctual is super important to me. That being said, the way that we do math in our heads about things, like if I don't know how normal brains function, but I know like one thing that I do notice when I've talked with people with ADHD, fuck, I forget already, is, shit, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Goddamn, the forgetfulness is so frustrating. Fuck. The thoughts are loading, I'm telling you they are. Fuck. Oh yeah, time and ADHD. So like, if I have something, like for me, okay, my brain, the way that last night my brain was working is I was like, okay, so I want to be at the gym by 11:30. It's going to take me 15 minutes to preheat my oven, and it's going to take me 30 minutes to get dressed, brush my teeth, eat the food, get my pre-workout ready, get out of the door, pack my gym bag and everything. So that's 45 minutes. If I want to get there at 11:30, it takes me 20 minutes to get there. So I have to be awake by 7:30 because I also want to go and vlog, and it'll take me 30 minutes to drive there. And like basically it's like calculating all this fucking insane shit. Look at the trees. So beautiful. Anyway, see, there we go. My mind is all over the place. And it can be so challenging when it comes to working. It can be great when it comes to working, but it can be hard. And this is where like the autism and the ADHD make it really hard to like hold down a job. So recently, yesterday, I was let go from a position because I asked for my disability to be accommodated. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I've had a really hard time keeping jobs in the past because of my mental health issues. And like the thing that was really actually like impeding my ability to perform tasks was, it was like, I think the combination of autism and ADHD. So the thing that made it really hard is it was in office. It was an in-office position. And when I was there was like people swearing, talking, making food, like shuffling around, different people playing different music, foosball table, and that was really the fucking kicker. People were placing bets, like it was like so fucking chaotic. So I was like, hey, I was just wondering if I can be accommodated because, you know, you guys pay me by the hour, and in order for it to be like time efficient and cost effective, and for me to get shit done, and like for you guys to get more bang for your buck, it would make more sense to have me work from home. That way I can control the lights, I can control all the noises, like I can control what I'm wearing, and then I'll get shit done better. And unfortunately that was not accommodated. Thing that's also interesting that I've thought about is that if you take two people with the exact same experience, working experience wise, with the same qualifications, the same grades and everything, but one of them has a disability, you know who I'd hire? The person with a disability. And I'll tell you why. Because if you have two people with the same qualifications and one of them has overcome a disability and like major adversity, that speaks volumes about their character and their ability to perform tasks much more effectively than other people. The only thing is that people with disabilities need accommodations. It's so actually easy to do, but a lot of workplaces aren't willing to do that. It is what it is, and it's really hard. Another thing is like executive dysfunction. Like, there are times, yes, you know, when you're like calculating how to set up for your day. And like, I remember a perfect example of this personally was when I went to LA for the dark sport trip. And when I was there, the first day I flew in and we went to Gold's Gym. Was it Gold's Gym or Dave's Gym? I don't know. We went to the gym and we had a photo shoot at 5. I arrived at like 3, and then the next day we had a shoot, like the interview, and that was at like 7 o'clock, I think. So I woke up and I wanted to go swimming. I had to like edit a bunch of stuff also, but I wanted to like go swimming and do stuff, but I literally couldn't. I just sat there on my bed, unable to fucking do anything. And it's so frustrating because I only had 2 days there, and swimming is like my favorite thing in the fucking world. I'm gonna show you this. The number of times that I've said, what was I talking about, is criminal, because I literally have no fucking clue. Something. The forgetfulness is such a big fucking part of ADHD, personally for me. With any like diagnoses, you're not gonna have all of the symptoms, but for me, one of them that affects me more than anything is with ADHD, is the forgetfulness. And it's fucking frustrating because, yeah, I mean, it's just frustrating, bitch. There's a rock. I've sat on that rock for many years, not at a time, but like just in general. I used to come here all the time, even when I was doing drugs. And it's just so pretty. Like really beautiful. Anyway, I just wanted to come down here now I'm leaving. One thing within mental illnesses that I'm able to identify is like, there's a big crossover for me personally with ADHD, with ADHD and BPD, so borderline personality disorder, and then also autism. So like one thing that is like really prevalent, I guess, within both of those diagnoses is mood swings, girl. So with BPD, there's a lot of up and down. Same with ADHD and the same kind of things that can make you like melt down with autism are a lot of the same things that will make you melt down with ADHD and autism. I've discussed a lot of crossovers, and we're talking about emotional regulation issues. There's a lot of ups and downs when it comes to that, and like being overstimulated is one thing that really causes me to melt down and get angry. Like there are times when I'm talking to my mom where I'll identify the fact that I've been really overstimulated, dealt with lots of light, lots of noises, and I just get really angry within conversations and hostile. And I'll have to say to her, Mom, I know you're watching this. And like sometimes I'll get really mad, and then she'll be like, okay. Or I'll be able to identify like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm really overstimulated. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. This can be really challenging within relationships, especially, I don't know, if you have two neurodivergent people, at least you have the ability to like understand each other more effectively. One thing that I found was hard in my last relationship, and I talked about this recently on Instagram, is like I asked people, I was like, when's the last time you watched a movie? Like when you actually watched a movie, full movie, no distractions, didn't pause to perform a task or do something. And people were like, never. But a lot of the people that follow me also have mental health diagnoses or like autism, or like they're in the gym doing bodybuilding things. So a lot of the people related to that. But it's like when I'm watching a movie, like I don't even bother watching movies. It's so funny because like I rewatch the same series over and over again, but I'm rarely, if ever, watching them. Most of the time, it's literally just me with it on in the background, and then like editing or writing down to-do lists. Like it's a lot. Oh, there's a child. I don't want to run it over, so I must focus. What a cutie pie. Is this child gonna run me down? What's going on? It's just a lot easier to be alone, if I'm being totally honest. Like I get so dysregulated at grocery stores. It was very hard for me to like go grocery shopping with my last partner. One of the contributing factors was the fact that I would get like so overloaded with noise and shit, overstimulated, and it made it so difficult. Another reason is because I had no energy. What's interesting is like, well, I think there's a lot of issues with people who have mental health issues and stomach issues. But one of the big reasons why I had no energy for years is because I was really gluten intolerant, and I constantly was eating gluten. And when I do eat gluten, it's like once every couple weeks or like once a month or something if I like go out for dinner and I have gluten. But it makes me fucking tired. It also makes the bottoms of my feet really fucking hurt. I'm so excited that I'm leaving because now the parking lot is fucking full as fuck. And there's about to be 1 million people on the trail. And that's exactly why I came really fucking early this morning, because I did not want to deal with people. And there weren't even that many on the trail, thankfully. Fuck me in the asshole. It's fucking cold. One thing I will say is that I will discuss, and then we'll leave it at that. I'm going to gift you guys with a shorter video today. Object permanence issues. It's interesting because this can be beneficial to people with ADHD in a couple ways. So it's basically like if you don't see something, it doesn't exist in your brain. So one of the reasons I think why people with ADHD have like food rotting constantly in the fridge is if stuff is like back in the fridge or like buried or shit, like something, like if you don't see it, it doesn't actually exist in your mind. And that can be really helpful when going through breakups, because if you don't see people, you just kind of start to forget they exist, which is phenomenal. I think that's it. I think that's the video. I'm sorry it was really all over the place. It's early in the morning and bitch, I have ADHD. We've been done new. That's the whole fucking point of this video. Which makes me forgetful as fuck. And I love that for me. I hate it. What time is it? It's 9:29. It's going to take approximately 30 minutes to get home. That makes it 10. I wanted to get by the gym by 11:30. I gotta take my dogs out. So actually we're making perfect time. It's gonna be perfectly timed. I love that for us. I mean, that's the video. If you're watching this, you probably suffer from some type of mental health issue or from autism, or you're doing bodybuilding things, or you're just curious. But as always, if you're suffering from this, just know that you're not alone, and it's hard. If you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't understand, give them, like, make them do some research, guys. Like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, and if they're not willing to take time to do the research to understand you, then fuck them, basically. But yeah, just know that, like, I don't know, one thing that I got, like, a comment recently was, like, you know, my kid is diagnosed ADHD at 5 years old. You know, when did you start to, like, figure out how to regulate? And I'm like, bitch, I'm still trying to figure it out. The thing that does come with a diagnosis, or at least be able to identify what you're dealing with, is, like, you're able to build better coping mechanisms. And, like, if you're able to understand and identify the problem, it's a lot easier to solve a problem that you know, like, the hypothesis on, or, like, the question to. What I will say is you're not alone. And if you're suffering from or experiencing, like, ADHD, this shit's hard. It's not easy. And my heart goes out to you if you're dealing with this shit, because it's not fun. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go train pull, but I'm also gonna throw some shoulders in there, because honestly, my delts are so weak and I want bigger delts. It's just do be like that. So yeah, we're gonna go. I need to procure some water because I feel like I'm fucking dying right now, as per usual. And yeah, I don't know if you like this video, if you can relate to it, hit the like button, comment. If you have any questions for me personally, I'll do my best to get back to you. You can comment down below and ask me, or you can hit me up on Instagram or TikTok. It's at @tismpump, same as the YouTube. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and YouTube done. Over. Okay, slay. Bye. Fuck, I'm insufferable.